going to open up for our guests and answer all of your questions. And of course, we appreciate you sharing your time with us this evening. I want to kind of just pour a little bit of who I am out to you, and then, of course, we'll get your questions answered based on the information I'm going to share. But the first business I actually got involved with in 2003 that I made a six-figure income from was a gentleman walking into my bank, and I was a bank manager, and he shared the business. And a year later, I was actually working from home, full-time dad at 30 years old. I'm dating myself, full-time dad. And it was just an exciting time for me. And throughout that journey, the last 17 years, he and I, obviously have several children in our lives, his family and mine, know, everybody. And these other relationships that we created over the 20 years almost, right, are also part of what we're about to launch. Some people that have made millions of dollars in the home-based business industry and mentored me to do the same, right? Well, not so many millions, but obviously I would have never been able to make 6 or 7 figures in this industry without these people and the concepts that they bring to the table and their experiences, and more importantly, their heart for helping people. And that's why I am where I am today, having created over 3 or 4 different companies to a 6-figure income based on the principles that these guys taught me. And so the first thing I've learned over the last 90 days, and in a project that I knew nothing about, right, I learned how to trade Forex. Many of you may not know what Forex is, right? But it doesn't matter, because I didn't know a whole lot about it either. And let me show you the results, what happened in March for me. Okay, in March, actually it was March 2nd, I got a phone call from a good friend of mine, one of those 6-figure income earners that I was just speaking about, right, who said, man, you got to look at this because I know you're already buying trade alerts in cryptocurrencies. And Forex is hot. We're actually building out a brand, and you need to check it out. So I checked it out. March 2nd, I said, for $99, I'll be happy to join you, right? Because my trade alerts are a lot more than that. I put $107 into a brokerage account and started to use those trade alerts. And within 10 days, at the beginning of the pandemic, March 2nd, right, to March 12th, right at home, I took an account from $100 to $1,000. And I called Ethan back and I said, man, this is phenomenal, right? Because from our smartphone, I just took my account from $100 to over $1,000. And these trade alerts are worth way more than $99, right? So I was excited, but I hadn't even looked at the business model. Now, when I saw the business model, guys, I almost couldn't believe it, because what we've done for 20 years married this business model perfectly. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I say get 3, get free, right? We have been basically helping other people by helping ourselves and growing our organizations for 20 years. And this model is a team building model that has this type of product, right? This is the service, right? Grow your money. And the best part about that is we now have a new partner, right? Somebody who wasn't there with us 20 years ago, right? But she is a master trader. And over the last 3 or 4 months, not only did I fall in love with her, but so many of my new friends and old friends who became a part of this project, this trading project with my friend Ethan, right? We all fell in love with her, right? Not just because she was able to teach people to become 6-figure earners from home trading, but because she had a heart for helping people. So she was perfect for our tribe, right? And our community and what we like to do. And so from there, we just went all the way in. And let me share you how we did it. So we took this compensation plan in a matter of days and weeks and created over 40 families who were earning a residual income check of $500 or more. You say, how did you do that in less than 60 days? Let me show you. It started with 3, right? So If you find 3 people who want to be a part of a community that learn how to trade and can follow Coach Max, this young lady that I was talking about, right, and make money trading from home, then those 3 people allow you to join this community for free, right? The company waives your service fee. That's why we call it get free. Once you get 3, your service is free. All your trade alerts, your entire system of learning how to trade, being able to follow the coaches live and make money like you just saw in my accounts, all of that stuff is no cost because you helped us grow the community. That's just your first level. Those people know people you don't know. So what if happened on level 2? Those 3 people get free, right? They get their 3, so their service is free. You make $500 a month. Guess what? We did that with more than 40 people in 2 months. And wait till you hear what we got to tell you next. So this company literally could not absorb what we were bringing to the table, and the computer system went down almost immediately. Now, some of my friends, Mr. Clemens, will tell you the system was down when I joined and I didn't know it, right? So this company wasn't really ready for the momentous growth. So when I joined, there were 19,000 members. Then it immediately went to 30,000. Well, as of just this week, guys, that was over 80,000 people, and most of that capacity has crippled the project, right? So these relationships and these people that I was just talking about had no idea, but when they got a phone call from our first person who hit the legend status. Now, this is another young man who wasn't there with us 20 years ago, but he's mastered this industry to where in just about 4 months, hopefully you guys can see my screen. Oh, okay, because I see somebody comment. I was like, they're commenting and you can't see my screen. So in about 4 months, this guy, David Lisiaga, young man, right, went to a 6-figure income following the principles we were teaching years ago, and we didn't even know it. He just understood how to help people. And he went all the way to $25,000 a week, $100,000 a month, and he began to pull people up with him, okay? And this just crashed this company system, and here we are. We said, you know what, you guys, let's put together our own. And this family of leaders have now developed a brand new project where everybody on this call get to be what we like to call first movers. Let me show you something that rarely happens in business. This is why I said you're in a special place. I'll get back to the compensation plan here for you in a second, right? We'll wrap it up with that. But rarely in life will you have an opportunity to be first. If you've ever had it, thank God you're about to have it twice, okay? Because this is where we are at the beginning of a company that doesn't even have a brand name yet, doesn't even have a corporate office yet. All those things are being developed. Why? Because we've already done it. See, now we get to collaborate with a family of people who respect and appreciate all the things that the young man David brought to the table. My friends David McCovey, who's now the company owner, and Jonathan Green and Spencer Iverson and Mark Sterling, all multiple 7-figure earners and people that I consider not just friends, but family. And now we're gonna do some amazing things. Watch this. Let me show you something. You now can do what we did for $99 for 20, right? Now that's not commissionable because we will still have to spend the $99 commission, but or the $99 subscription when the company officially opens. But let me tell you how to prepare, how to have yourself already at a 5-figure monthly income, or at least a 4-figure monthly income at $1,000 a month before the doors open. How many people want to make at least $1,000 a month by October 1st when the doors open for this company? I'm gonna show you how to do it because we did it. My first week, I found 3. Helped them get 3. I was at 500 a week. I'm sorry, 500 a month, right? But I knew way more than 3 people. I knew everybody on this phone knows a lot more than 3 people with $20. Why not get as many of them as you can, right, into the system so you can have enough people in the system, the doors open up, their $99 subscriptions for everybody pays you at Duke at $5,000 a month, right? Why not? Because we can get a lot of people in for 20 bucks. So again, 3 people getting 3 people, you're at 500 a month, right? That's 10 people total. You take that to 25, you're at $1,000 a month. There's no reason we can't all find 25 people by October 1st who have a $20 bill that want to be in position like this, where we're about to, there are 70, 80,000 people that are going to follow us probably within the first 90 days into this project. I know we'll start off. David told me yesterday, the first leg has already got 10,000. The third leg will have over 5,000 right now if we started. So we start off today with almost 20,000 people if we started off today, okay? But you guys get to assemble this starting now for $19.99. So again, let me show you how you want to do it, right? You get 3, you're free. Help them get 3, you're $500 a month. Help them get 3, they make $500 a month, you make $1,000. Keep duplicating that, guys. So if you could do that today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, oh, I'm sorry, today is Thursday. the next day. In 7 days, you could literally go down to almost an emperor, $50,000 a month positioning, right? So the credit cards are going to have to run in October. If you position this in September, guys, you can write your own retirement over the next 30 days. I hope you guys see this big. Let me show you. If you get 5, because I know people who are going to go get 10, right? Again, you only need 3 personally to go all the way through the ranks, all the way to 100,000 a month. Now, I want you to understand, because these guys are designing a compensation plan for not just a few thousand, but hundreds of thousands, even millions of people. We have now going to add 2 more levels. Beyond 100,000, there will be a $500,000 a month and a $1 million a month level. I'm not sure if it's going to be 10 or 20,000 clients, right? But we know right now 100,000 a month is 5,000. And so how easy is that, guys, duplicating through these numbers? Let me show you. If you get 10 personally, let's just change that 3 to 10. You bring in 10 people with a $20 bill to position them, right? And those 10 get 10, that's 100. They know 10 people just like you do. Well, on the third level, that's 1,000 people. You see, you're already at 20,000 a month if you can go get 10 and duplicate that 3 times. So guys, I hope you're excited. I can't show you any company logos because the company name won't be announced until Monday. But I hope you see the vision. We're going to have an amazing trading system that you can follow and mimic the traders, mirror trading and following them in the trades. And we had some amazing results over the last 90 days. Some of my friends now are not even needing the trainers. They're trading on their own, and we've only been doing this for a few short months. So I'm excited, as you can tell. Let's open up the Q&A for our guests. We want to answer all of your questions. First, I'll start with you, Mr. Johnson. Does the $20 get applied to the 99? No, not at all. So to recoup some of the money, because there's all of the things that are being developed, there's a web development team. They're going to partner in with David Lisiaga's programming team, and all the things that he wanted to implement before, now he has not just access, but he has the authority, because he's corporate. Coach Max is now corporate. She's the corporate training director for trading. And so we have, the best of the best now in control. And we have way more trade alerts, and all this values has got to be paid for, right? So that's what the $20 is for, just for us to position ourselves. Now, I'm excited because I would much rather have a running head start and let somebody else start at the starting line, right? If you start at the starting line, and I don't care how fast you are, right? If you start at the starting line, you give me a running head start where I don't have to start where you start, but I can get a full speed wind up and I'm ready to run through the starting line, I'm gonna beat you every time. So that's what we get in 30 days of just a basic all-out sprint to get as many people in for $20. And when the system opens up, guys, we're gonna do way more than 40 people with a residual check. So the $20, yes, is just a registration, because if we let them get in for free, like Mr. Spencer Iverson, he's masterminding this. And when he did this last time in Inspire had 70,000 people at their launch date. And there's a little longer than 30 days, but it's like 45 days. But they had 70,000 people because it was free. And that just crashed the website. It's just not smart. So we're going to charge $20, recoup some of the costs, and then the system opens up in October. Great question, though, Mr. Johnson. So I'm I'm sure somebody wanted to know that. The $20 just goes in on the website. Great, you as well, Nathaniel. The $20 will go in on September 7th when the website is developed. So they're developing all that now. We do not have a sign-up site. So what we're doing, if you're not in our Millionaire March group, I would advise you to get added to the Millionaire March Facebook group, because I have a chart that's already designed for you to draw out your entire structure. And I'll show you real quick if you can see my screen. Maybe I'll just kind of stick to the questions for right now. Let's open up the Q&A. If you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll show you where that chart is, but we're just taking a paper app until the website is live. I already got dozens and dozens of names on my sheet. I would encourage you to do the same. I'm going for king. When the doors open, I want to be at $5,000 a week. Just saying. I'm just saying. So I'm acting like it's free. I literally am, because $20 to me, it seems like that's just an amazing opportunity. So no, Mr. Nathaniel, you'll actually do a credit card or debit card on the actual website to sign up and lock in your position, right? You're going to lock in your position, because this could be you, right? I've said this since we started. I said, man, I can't wait. I can't wait you know, to be able to build this thing all the way out to legend. But imagine if I was here in the beginning. Well, guess what? It's funny how when you ask for things, you get it. We're here in the very beginning, and you're going to be here in front of tens of thousands of people. So after you get 3, will it remain free as long as you keep 3 active members? Absolutely. Great, Marvin Fox. Absolutely great question. As long as there are 3 active clients, you will never pay. But if you get to 500, let me say this, if you get to 500 a month, then it's no longer free. You got to put into the pot, because you're earning a residual check. So all of the green, the money, right, you have to throw back into the pot. The only time you have it free is when you only have 3. So once you got 4 or 5 or 6 clients, it's still free. The minute you have 10, the company's going to start paying you $125 a week. So you have to pitch in and pay for your membership fee. There also will be a business partnership fee that won't be included in the $99. We're currently looking at $15, but it may be 10, maybe $20, because once you have your 3 clients, the FTC, right? So we want to be regulatorily compliant all the time, or we don't have a business. But the Federal Trade Commission says you cannot be a client and a business partner. You have to differentiate the two. So our customers pay $99 who use our services. And then once you have 3, you upgrade for 10, 15, whatever that amount is going to be. We'll upgrade, and you'll be a business partner in order to have your service fee waived and be ready for commissions, because you can't get these commissions if you're not an upgraded business partner. That's what that's all about, separating the business associate from the client. Great question as well. Let me open back up for, let's see. Icon, is that the name of it, Ms. Mapp? I think that's the name of the company, Icon. I love it. Yes, absolutely. That sounds like some branding from my buddy Spencer Iverson too. Icon. So let me see. Once a certain rank is hit. Yes, I think I answered that. So yes, you start paying it again once you hit a certain rank, but as long as you got 3, it's free. So any other questions, my good people? I can unmute you if you want to raise your hand. Just click on the hand raise button on your name, or you can type your question into the chat box. We now have an everyday running time. So if you're in our Facebook group, those presentation times will be posted. Make sure you get plugged into the Millionaire March group, and then make sure you print off your Get 3, Get Free sheet, which is on the Files tab. Again, I'll show you that here in just a second. Another question, what's the name of the Telegram group? So the Telegram group right now hasn't been announced yet. We'll get all of that information, the company's information, all of that stuff. Miss Ava Mapp already has the Icon information, but as far as the name is concerned. But actually our Telegram will also we'll also send out your trade alerts and all of that good stuff. So we don't have a necessarily Telegram group set up just yet, but that information will be coming out, Nathaniel. We do have a Facebook group though. That's the Millionaire March, and that's pretty much right now where you want to be plugged in order to get the updated information for the branding and the company launch, and the Telegram group and all the Zooms that we'll be doing as well related to the launch. And guys, I'm so excited because I'm gonna see so many of you I wanted to see win now automatically win, because you get a head start. And the best part is you already are positioned, right? We know what to do. Let's go get not 3, not 5, right? Because look, getting 5 is 25. So that 25 getting 5 is 125, right? So some of y'all are gonna do medium. That's medium. I call that medium. 5 getting 5 is 25. 25 getting 5 is 125. You're still over Bishop at 2,000 a month, 500 a week. How many people want a $500 weekly check? That's easy. 5 getting 5 getting 5. Some of y'all gonna go get 10 though, and those 10 gonna get 10, and you're gonna be a king or a queen in this bad boy, and that's my goal. So again, let's open up the questions. I don't see any more questions. Fire away if you do. If not, get with your the person who invited you tonight. Load these calls up with your guests, because everybody wants to be a part of the beginning. Rarely do you get that in life and in business. And if you absolutely capitalize on it, man, it can set you up for the rest of your life. And I'm excited to be a part of it, be partnered with it, with you guys, and watch you guys rise through these ranks as we begin to make this global movement, again, with the right people at the right time. Will we be using the iPay system? Yes, Miss Alicia. Yes, absolutely. The company already has iPay out. The company owner has been running a network marketing company for 5 years. I think they're in the travel space. It's over 14,000. He was in another travel business with me and all these partners that I'm talking about a few years back. His name is David McCovey. You can go look at his current company's website, Evolution Travel. It's really sleek and state of the art, and that same technology team is building out our website as we speak right now, integrating it with David Lisiaga's programmers so we can get all of Coach Max's goodies, integrating so much training and onboarding people. Now we're going to have an onboarding system where you actually get walked through how to get started, right? So many things that so many of you have been asking for. So yes, Miss Alicia from the Bahamas, my girl, I appreciate you. Yes, the e-wallet will be on iPayout. Any other questions? Going once. Going, oh, are we able to get tonight recorded? Yes, sir, Mr. Harris, I did record it. In fact, I did put the recording of this similar presentation also in the Millionaire March group, but I'll send this one out as well as soon as I get it uploaded to YouTube. I'm recording it now. Yes, ma'am, Miss Alicia, appreciate you as well. Any other questions, gang? Let's go get not 3, not 5, not 10. Let's go. Let's go. It's on paper. Like, dream big. You never dreamt big before. Dream big now. Will there be a cap on how many members you can bring in? That's what I'm talking about, Wanda. No cap, right? Of course, watch this. You want to be strategic because all you need is 3. So when you get a sign-up link, why sign up 30, right? When you can give the 27 over your 3 that you need, you can give those 27 to somebody else. So what Mr. Lisiaga's doing is he's telling his leaders to do 10. And have everybody do 10. So when some of the people don't stay or ever get it, really take it seriously, you'll have more than 3. I say let's just do 3 and help everybody believe big. And why would I enroll 10 and let the 7 not count for somebody else? It just counts all 10 for me, and that doesn't help anybody but me. I don't like that philosophy. And if one of my 3 quit, that's okay. I'll go find another one today on the street. I'll talk to a tree, right? I don't care, but that's just me. So that's my belief system. You guys are in business for yourselves. I wanted to create a culture of helping people, but you can build it however you want because you build your business for you and yourself and your family. But I wanted to create the culture of helping. And that's how I was brought up in this industry. When we learned how to do this 20 years ago, and it absolutely worked here when we started a few months back, because we helped 40 people just by helping others get their 3. And that was just a short period of time. Imagine what we're going to do now that we get to do over. We get a do over to correct everything we did wrong and start everybody in for 1999 to help build their belief and see the future right now. Yes, I will talk to a tree, Mr. Clemens. So, anybody else have any questions? Do we continue to pay 99 until October? No, absolutely not. Just so you know, David Lisiaga was terminated. Coach Max was terminated. Dion Dimitri Rambis was terminated. I've been terminated from the company as well, just because I speak my mind, and I've had problems from the beginning when we weren't treated as leaders. When you got people going Prince, King, Emperor, and even Legend. David Lisiaga, the first legend in the company, got very little respect. And like I always say, you reap what you sow. So now we get to go do it again with the right people. That's all. I'm so happy where we are. It happened the way it's supposed to happen. I got terminated because I need to go do something with the right people. Their Trade Academy. No, the $20 is all registration, Doreen. All it is to say, hey guys, this stuff has to be paid for, right? And so the $19.99 is a registration fee, not only just from the company's standpoint to recoup some of the costs, but it's from our perspective to see who's serious, right? Because if we did it for free, all these non-serious people are going to fill up all of these spots and mess up your structure, so your check don't cut for $5,000 at King, right? Because all of those people who got in for free aren't really willing to pay the $99 when it happens. And if they structure it right, who cares, right? If you go get 75 or whatever number you get, right? Even if it's just 10, you're at $500 a month. Who cares about paying 99 when you make 5 times that, right? I'm just a visionary, guys. I hope you guys can borrow mine and get excited, because I see a legend factory. If we could just create a whole bunch of nights, right? If everybody can just believe for $500 a month, the 100,000 a month's coming easy. Hold on, Alicia. I love your helping mindset. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Love you too, my brother. That's why I'm still learning with you. Let's go. Miss Alicia, she's got her hand raised. Let me get her unmuted. All the way from the beautiful Bahamas. Can you hear me? I got you unmuted on my side.
Hi, good night.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm absolutely fantastic. As you can tell, I'm buzzing. How about you?
I'm always fantastic, always. The question that I had, though, I know you said the $20 is registration. Just for my clarity, now, obviously, the persons that are going to get more than 3, who's going to build out for checks, they would have to pay the 99 plus the business fee in October before, I guess, they get their checks. Because obviously, once you're getting a check, you will still be paying the 99 and the business enrollment. But what about those persons that just build out for 3? You know, you may have some people who just want basically to get on board to get the free education and aren't really interested in building the business. So even you can reach out to those persons to see if they can get 3 persons that get a free education. Would they pay that $99 in October, or would they just pay the business side of it in October?
Yeah, because the 99 has to run at least once for everybody, I think they'll have to pay the 99, even if they have 3 before October, right? Because think about this. If everybody got 3 before October, then the commissions that have to pay out, everybody's free. So where's the money coming from? So we are all going to have to pay that first subscription, which activates the compensation plan, right? Once everybody 99 runs one time, it triggers whatever level you're at, and the next week, your checks pay out, because the subscription is monthly, but the commissions pay out every 7 days on Monday. Hopefully I answered that question correctly. Yes, so anybody who joins in September will ultimately have to pay up their first 99 and even 99 every month after, obviously, right? If they don't get 3, if they do have 3 and their 3 people run, right? Or some point throughout the month of October, you have 3 people who actually have a subscription for 99, you will not pay in November, right? Because your subscription is free as long as you have 3 active clients. Great question, Alicia. Hopefully I answered it well. Who do we and how do we submit the $20? So that'll be on the website. They're developing it now, Mr. Harris. It's actually going to be right on the company site that they developed. May not be the fully functional site, but it'll be a sign-up website where we don't collect anybody's information. All I'm doing is putting a name, phone number, and email on my sheet as I build out King. You know, as I build out my King structure and putting down all the names of the people that I know want to be a part of this, and as many of them as I can collect. And then we'll structure out the leadership and structure it, you know, how the people who, of course, I'm keeping my same lineage from where we were before, of course, filling in the gaps where, you know, the people who don't want to get back involved. So there are some people who don't want to do it. There will be people always who, you know, don't see things the way we do. So it's okay. I just want to work with those who see it the way we do. And so, yes, sir. The $20 will be submitted on a credit card or debit card inside the website. On September 7th is that date. That's the launch date now. Remember, all of these things are tentative. Just stay plugged in and stay connected so you'll know all the information as it's rolled out. Thank you, sir. Absolutely. Any other questions? Going once? Going twice? Anybody hands raised? There's another comment in the chat. Let's see. My eyes are wide open. I see the Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. Thank you, my brother. I'm in till the wheels fall off. Yes, sir. Absolutely, Mr. Tony. Thank you, my brother. Let's see, Mr. Bullock or Miss Bullock. I'm not sure. Let me get you unmuted. I see a hand raised. Maybe they did or didn't. Hello there.
Hey there. How you doing? Thank you.
Mr. Bullock, how you doing, sir? Where you calling in from?
I'm wonderful. From New Jersey.
New Jersey. Call is yours, my friend.
I'm good. I'd like to thank Mike Harris for inviting me. And the question I have, you did say September the 7th. The same time, or is it going to be a certain time?
Well, these Zooms are going to happen every day. So this is going to happen for your guests. You can bring as many people as you want on every night at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
If you get added to our Facebook group, I'll give you some of the corporate team members, all the guys that I just mentioned. They're going to be doing live Zooms as well, outside of just my reach. You know, myself, my partner, Mr. Ethan Clemens, my other partner, Mr. Dan Allen, who has been supporting us on the trading side. We're all a collaboration, but the bigger team is also doing these. And if you get on our Facebook group in the Millionaire March, you'll have access to everybody's information and all the live sessions. So yeah, definitely have Mr. Harris plug you into that. I'm sorry, go ahead. What was your other question?
Well, that's actually it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. September 7th is the actual launch date for the website to position ourselves so we can lock in, right, our spots wherever you might be in this first 30,000. You can lock in your position and as many people as you want with you starting September 7th. But why start then when we can do it all on paper, right? We can do it all on paper right now. I think some people were talking about making Google spreadsheets. And I mean, you're going to have some folks that build teams of hundreds of people over the next 30 days. It's going to be exciting.
Great. Okay, will do. Appreciate that information. Thank you.
My pleasure, my brother. Look forward to working with you. And any other questions from anybody else? No more in the chat box. Going once. We got a blind man and the guy with his wheels falling off in the chat box. So We're gonna keep it moving. Going twice. Anybody else? Going once, going twice. Miss Alicia, hand raised. Yep, let me get you. Go right ahead, ma'am. You're unmuted.
Me again. I'm
You were.
sorry, but you you did a great job with the first question. The other question that I had, I know we're building out and we're gonna be building out hard. Are we gonna still have access to our presentations? You know how you did the 12 and the 8 with the regular presentation for guests? Not necessarily. I know these meetings that we're having now for like affiliates for the transition so we can understand the process. But are we gonna have meeting times for guests that we can actually have full presentations about, or is that gonna start on next week once we have the name of the company already established?
I'm waiting on a PowerPoint so we can have, a full presentation to present with. I'm not sure when that's going to be released, but I'll tell you what we can always use, right? Because the live presentations are great, and we're going to do one like this every night at 9 p.m. Every single night, Monday through
Okay, so
Friday. Nathan Clemens and I will get together on our weekend schedule. We haven't figured that out yet. The bigger team, right, the corporate team is going to be doing them as well. So you'll have an opportunity to be plugging in all times of the day, as well as your guests, as this launch, moves forward progressively, not just all the way to September 7th, but even after the 7th, all the way into October. Right now, Mr. Clemens and I are going to just do the 9 p.m. and promote the other ones that'll be happening inside the Facebook group. So just stay plugged in there, and you'll be able to see all the live events that'll be happening. And then when
okay,
we get a
thank you.
PowerPoint, yeah, we'll probably create another schedule. Also, remember there are full presentations on the YouTube page, right? DR Money Coach. Our YouTube page is my YouTube page, DR Doctor. I guess my initials, DR Money Coach, and you have a slew of presentation videos that you can share with people, which are recorded, right? So those are convenient because people can watch them at any time, most convenient for their schedule. So use those to your advantage. Tons of testimonials. Like if you know a pastor, if you know a coach, if you know a school teacher, an educator, a principal, entrepreneurs, we have testimonials from all kinds of people, and you can share those with the same kind of people that you have in your circle to kind of give them an idea that they can do this too. So use those to your advantage on DR Money Coach on YouTube. And when I get a PowerPoint, we'll start the new one as soon as I get it, Alicia.
Okay, the only thing that I had, the only reason I'm asking is because even though with with all of the pre-recorded